Encouraging a sense of civic pride was one of Prime Minister Andrew Holness's tasks last week. At the launch of the National Cleanup Campaign in Portmore St. Catherine, he reiterated the need for citizens to practice proper waste disposal. The effect of this, he insisted, had a serious impact on climate change and natural disasters.
When you drive along the roads coming in and you see all the plastic bottles strewn along the roadway, how did it get there? Somebody in the car, wind on the window, throw it out. Somebody walking, drinking the water, drop it there. We cannot continue like that as a people. When it gets into the earthen drains, that prevents the water from moving through. So it's not just the trees that block the drain, it is the plastics.
Prime Minister Holness also emphasized the need for people to pay serious attention to global changes that are affecting our local environment.
Pay attention to the hotter times that you are experiencing on a daily basis. You don't have to take my word for it. All of you have phones. Instead of going on the SUS channels, go on Google and look at the hottest times that are being experienced in the last 5 years. Look at the sea level rise that is occurring and areas that are at risk of being flooded out. Climate change.
On to security matters, Prime Minister Holness was at the contract signing for the construction of a fit-for-purpose divisional headquarters for the police in St. Catherine North. It is being executed under the Ministry of National Security's Project Rebuild, Overhaul and Construct ROC initiative. As part of the transformation process, Mr. Holness says billions of dollars are being invested in the Jamaica Constabulary Force over the next 3 years in technology, vehicles and infrastructure.
We expect to spend $19.7 billion in the next 3 years on new stations. Of course, that figure is huge because that 19.7 would include the massive station in Westmoreland, this one, and specialized ops, the C5 Center, which I'll speak about a little bit, all kinds of new exciting things that will, if you think that the police force has transformed now, wait until you see it in the next 3 years.
Mr. Holness points out that capital expenditure for the JCF since 2016 amount to $14.4 billion. Meanwhile, having established a National Security Council to monitor the broad approach to security, Mr. Holness says a National Security Act will be presented shortly.
And that looks at security from a comprehensive point of view. So we look at security from customs. We look at security from the anti-corruption perspective. We look at security from cyber. We look at security from telecommunications. We look at security from finance. All elements that could threaten the safety and security of the state.
The Prime Minister insists that no society can grow and prosper without established law and order, adding that the JCF is the first and last bulwark in ensuring the rule of law and public order in Jamaica.
Without the JCF, you're looking at chaos. So what we must all do as citizens of Jamaica is invest in the JCF. The men and women of the JCF were not imported. They were not recruited from abroad. They are from your communities. And every day, they put their lives on the line for your safety and security.
The Prime Minister also used the opportunity to offer deep and sincere condolences to the family and colleagues of Sergeant Kevin Main, who was fatally shot in the line of duty at the Halfway Tree Police Station in St. Andrew on July 22. The government last week exercised compassion for motorists, offering a reprieve at the toll for the Maypen to Williamsfield leg of Highway 2000 until August 17. This is to further support persons affected by Hurricane Beryl and facilitate a smoother transition for commuters and businesses that rely on the highway. Prime Minister Andrew Holness says the delay in applying the toll rate will allow critical resources and attention to be directed to communities in the southern parishes which were hardest hit and ensure they receive the necessary support to rebuild and recover. As the week drew to a close, Prime Minister Andrew Holness journeyed to northwestern Clarendon, where he handed over 4 homes under the new social housing program. The number of houses delivered now stands at 246.
We go through any terrain, any weather, climb up any hill, make our way down into any valley to deliver the houses. We build houses all over Jamaica in all conditions. And it is all for the benefit of the people of Jamaica.
I thank each and every single one that helps me that I can live freely in my home.
Prime Minister Holness also met with the National Festival Queen finalists and attended the Governor-General's reception to mark the 62nd anniversary of our independence on the lawns of King's House.
I don't have a glass in my hand, but I am raising a toast to the resilience of an independent people, a strong people, little but with talawa.
Over at the Grace Missionary Church on Sunday, Mr. Holness read one of the scriptures for the day. He was attending the National Emancipation and Independence Thanksgiving Church service. A special offering was collected by the Red Cross for victims of Hurricane Beryl.
You're my brother, you're my sister, so take me by the hand. Together we will work until he comes. There's no foe that can defeat us. We're walking side by side. As long as there is love, we will stand.
And that's it for Jamaica House Weekly. Be sure to join us next time for more of the news stories coming out of the office of the Prime Minister.